Hi everyone, today we're going to be going over the results here from the California 25 special election victory here for the Republicans here. Mike Garcia has won according to this report here by Politico right now. California special election results. Mike Garcia is the victor with 82,321 votes or 56.0%. Christy Smith, the state assemblywoman, with 64,671, and with 44%. So just going through this here, Republicans have won a special election for Congress in Southern California, reclaiming a suburban House seat that they lost to the Democrats in the 2018 midterms. The Democrat here, Christy Smith, she's a state assemblywoman, conceded defeat to the Republican there, Mike Garcia, on Wednesday, one day after the closely watched special election runoff for the seat vacated by former Representative Katie Hill, who resigned last year. So, we believe that the current tally shows Mike Garcia is the likely victor on the May 12 special election. Smith said in a statement, "As such, I'd like to congratulate him." So this was actually quite a top recruit here for the Republicans. Garcia, a former naval aviator, currently leads Smith, as you can see. About 82% reporting in. We're not sure how much more left. AP called the race later Wednesday, about 3 hours after Smith's concession. So this is quite interesting because I had thought that overall it was going to be close, but I think that Christy Smith probably could have pulled it out. I didn't make a video, but I thought that she probably could have won. However, she kind of got trounced, didn't she? Here, 56-44. Smith will get a second chance at Garcia in November. The same two candidates in the runoff also qualified for the general election, but Garcia's victory will no doubt boost his candidacy, drawing donors and national attention, though the final margin is still in doubt. So, Tom Emmer of Minnesota had a statement on this. So this does give Republicans some good news, and it definitely does do that. So this is from the New York Times here. Mike Garcia, he was a top recruit. I don't know if we could see. Republicans are like to point to Mr. Garcia's victory. It's interesting because here, Mr. Garcia was seen as a top-notch Republican recruit in the district where Latinos make up the second largest group of voters. In recent years, the party has struggled to shore up its support from Latino and Asian voters in such diverse suburban districts of Southern California. In 2018, liberal activists from Los Angeles enthusiastically flocked to the district to help knock on doors and register new voters, which helped to fuel one of the most high-profile victories for Democrats in the midterm elections. And so Democrats had privately worried that Ms. Hill's resignation left the party vulnerable in the districts, and Republicans had moved quickly. Mr. Garcia campaigned for more than a year and leaned heavily on his biography. So I think this was, Garcia, this is a good win for the Republicans. There's no doubt about it. 56-44. There was quite a few other people who ran in the primary in that district. I believe Steve Knight, he actually ran on the Republican side as a competitor to Mike Garcia. He was actually the former congressman before Katie Hill replaced him. I believe fourth place. Who was fourth place? I can't remember who was fourth place in that race, but there were quite a few people who actually did throw their hat in the ring, but in the end it was Mike Garcia and Christy Smith, both of whom were the establishment favorites to win the primaries, and it seems that Garcia has come out on top at this point in time. Progressives are likely to point to Christy Smith's large loss in the district as a sign that Christy Smith was not progressive enough, and say that, other candidates should have done better and could have done better. That will get tested in 2020, where we've got quite a few people, progressives running in running in quite high-profile swing districts. People like Kara Eastman, for example, in Nebraska's 2nd District, so their theory will be tested. The establishment Republican theory will also be tested. Republicans aren't primarying their incumbents as much. Obviously, you do get some primaries, but yeah, right now, good news. This is no doubt a very good piece of news for the Republican Party. Now, yes, they will have another go round in November. It will be Mike Garcia and Christy Smith once again, but yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Just wanted to go over that. It's a few days old now, but I did think that was important to cover because it definitely is pointing to more good news for the Republicans. Where, in the last little bit, there might not have been as many good news. In the video yesterday that I did, I discussed how there's been a bunch of new Senate polls with Democrats just absolutely trouncing Republicans and looking like they're the favorites to take over the U.S. Senate. So, yeah, some good news for the Republicans in the House, especially in the House. They haven't had some good news there in quite a while. Thank you for watching, and good night.